So the hook point, what is it? The hook point is basically a point that you reach in the interaction where there's a shift in the girl's mind. You know, she goes from like, you know what, who's this stranger rolling up and like opening me, you know, like, hey, what's up? You know, like, I had to meet you, to, you know what, he went from being a stranger to someone I'm actually enjoying talking to. You know, you like hooked the girl, you like reeled her the fuck in, and now you're actually in a real interaction. Okay, it's not just walking up, spewing a few lines. There's a nice exchange once you pass that point. Now that there is the general definition of a hook point. You know, if you ask anyone, it's like, well, it's when the girl basically wants you to stay more than she wants you to leave. But that there is just viewing it on a macro level. Okay, what we're gonna do here is we're gonna zoom in on a micro level, and there are actually two hook points. Okay, there's what I call the social hook point and the sexual hook point. Now, what is the social hook point? Okay, the social hook point is basically when you go up to a girl and you just offer some sort of value to her. You know, she's like, you know what? This guy's making my night, or just making the moment better than it was without him. You know, he's like maybe a little bit fun. He might be saying a few jokes. He might be a little bit interesting. You know, it's like, you know what? I like this. You know, you can stay because it's better with you. Okay, you provide some value. Now, that doesn't mean she's going to sleep with you. It doesn't mean she's getting necessarily turned on, but she's just willing to acknowledge you, you know, like give you a little bit of her time, which funny enough for a hot girl is still a lot, okay? But it usually isn't enough for her to, you know, spread her legs for you. Okay, that is the social hook point. You probably experience this if you're talking to girls. You know, it's like you can just talk and talk and talk, but at the end it's like, so can I have your number, or do you want to hang out? And she's like, no. Okay, it's like you were fun enough and you offered enough value to have my attention, but no more than that. Okay, that is the social hook point.
I live in Malibu.
That breaks my heart. I was like, oh, she lives there. It's so far away.
I'm moving close soon. So.
Yeah. You should move to Hollywood.
I am.
Yeah.
This week.
Really? Will you be my best friend while I'm here? I'm only here for 3 more weeks. Unfortunately.
I mean, we can hang at the W. This is good.
The sexual hook point is when the girl starts emotionally investing. Okay, now what is the difference? Social hook point, you'll notice in her tonality and, you know, facial expression, she's just kind of like blasé. Like, oh, really? That's really interesting. Oh, cool. Awesome. Sexual hook point, there's going to be a shift, okay? And you can see it in the eyes and in her tonality. The eyes will usually like pop out, you know, kind of like we call it the anime eyes, if you will, or the Bambi eyes, where it's like that. And her voice is going to go up at the end. Okay, she's going to talk in a trying for rapport tonality.
I'm so into you right now. This is weird. I wasn't interested in the beginning, but now like I'm very like interested in like just who you are.
So the analogy I use to illustrate this concept is what I like to call the Megan Fox analogy. Okay, let's just say, for example, that right now we're having an interaction. And let's just say that you're a mathematician. Okay, just random example. You're a mathematician and you're talking to me about math. You're like, listen, Julian, I love math. You know, everything about math is amazing. I love adding numbers. I love subtracting numbers. I'm just so into numbers. You know, 2 is my favorite number. Oh my God, math, math, math. And you start telling me this. And let's just say that I'm not necessarily into math. Okay, now I'm gonna listen to what you have to say. I'm gonna be polite about it, you know, a little smile maybe, but I'm not gonna be emotionally investing. Okay, it's gonna be kind of blasé. I'll just be like, oh, so you like math? That's cool. Cool. You know, why do you like math? What is it you like so much about the number 2? Okay, I might even ask a question, but you're not gonna have like my full attention. It'll just be like, oh, yeah, just politely talking back. Now, what if, you know, halfway through a sentence, you know, like, I love number 2, you change the topic and you tell me, you know what, Julian? As a complete side note, my sister is actually Megan Fox, and she's lying on her bed right now, which is like 30 seconds away, just around the corner, naked, and she just texted me and she's down for any guy to fuck her right now. Now, am I still gonna be like, oh yeah, that's really cool, you know, Megan Fox, naked, oh, what is it she likes so much about guys fucking her? Am I gonna say that? Fuck no. What is my demeanor going to do? Whoa, wait. What did you say? What did you just say? Did you say really? Megan Fox, your sis? Around the court? And I'm out of there. Okay, now what changed? My eyes are gonna go from, oh yeah, that's really, okay, like, okay, anime eyes, Bambi eyes. And my tonality is gonna go from like, oh yeah, that's really cool to, wait, what? What? Your sister's Megan Fox? Holy shit. Bam, and then you just feel it that emotional investment, you've crossed, if you will, the sexual hook point. Now, these can happen simultaneously. You know, like you walk up to a girl, you're like, hey, what's up? I'm Julia, nice to meet you. And she's like, oh, hey. Okay, like the eyes pop out, the voice goes up at the end, just off the hello, and you've passed, again, the social hook point and the sexual hook point. At the same time, she's already getting turned on, emotionally investing, you're good to go. But in other cases, you will initially pass the social hook point where you go up to a girl and you just start chatting and chatting and chatting. And again, you reach that point where she doesn't want you to leave anymore. You're in an interaction. And then 2 to 3 to maybe 5, even sometimes longer than 5 minutes later, you pass the sexual hook point. Okay, an example is, say you talk to a girl and she asks you your name. You probably experienced this where, say, 5-10 minutes in, she's like, wait, by the way, what was your name already? Okay, different tonality, eye contacts. Now she's actually caring, okay? And that is ultimately what you want to reach when you hear hook point or hooking the girl.
What the fuck is your name?
So how do you do it? Basically, to hook a girl, the frame of mind you should be coming from is that, you know what? I'm a sex-worthy guy. You know, I'm sex-worthy, I'm on top of my shit. I am man to woman, you know, I'm not friend to friend. You know, you assume attraction instead of trying to create it, you know, like button push for those good reactions, but don't necessarily assume that the girl is on the same level. Okay, now of course, girls are very intuitive, you know, they are very focused on the sub-communications. They can get a feel if you're sex-worthy or not, but the way you should be viewing it is like, you know what? I'm sex-worthy, but the girl is a complete retard who doesn't have any idea that I'm sex-worthy. Okay, she just doesn't know, and the responsibility is on your shoulders. Okay, you have to create basically the opportunity for her to see that you're sex-worthy. Okay, you have to bring her into your reality and give her that glimpse that, oh shit, this is a guy that I want to fuck. Now, one of the ways of doing this is through plowing. Okay, basically, if you go up to a girl and you're like, hey, what's up? I'm Julian. Okay, like the default, you know, canned opener that we covered before. You know, just introduce yourself. Hey, what's up? I'm Julian. Basically doing that, what are you doing? You're giving her a sample or a soundbite, if you will, of your personality, okay, of just who you are. Okay, now of course it's not in the content, it's in her reacting to you. Okay, remember, like, you set the rhythm, you're at the cause, not at the effect. So, hey, what's up? I'm Julian. She's like, oh, okay, here I get a little bit of this person. Okay, now for some girls, hey, what's up? I'm Julian is enough. Okay, like you reach the social hook point, you might even reach the sexual hook point. She's like, you know what? I had enough to go on to see that this guy is sex-worthy. Okay, to see this guy's man to woman, clear his intentions, just the shit, and some guy that I would want to ultimately fuck. But for some other girls, that's not enough. Okay, again, they're not necessarily that intuitive, and they're not gonna pick up on your sex-worthiness just through that little soundbite or sample alone, if you will. So how do you do it? You give them a bigger sample. Okay, you offer them a bigger sample of your personality, and you do that through what I like to call plowing. Okay, so plowing is basically just keep on talking and talking. Okay, basically just doing. Okay, setting the rhythm, getting her to react to you till she has a big enough sample to see that you're sex-worthy. Okay, so say I walk up to a girl, I'm like, hey, what's up? I'm Julian. She might be like, hey. And then I just keep on talking, like, hey, what's your name? Are you from Los Angeles? Oh, cool, that's awesome. Wait, why do you hate me? What about this? Do you like dogs? Do you love dogs? I love dogs. Wait, what's your name already? What's your name? Okay, now what happened? Now, she has a lot fucking more to go on, and she's gonna be like, oh, I guess this guy's fucking cool. Okay, I set the rhythm, I got her to react to me for a longer period of time, okay, and with time, I create the bigger sample. I shifted around different topics, so I'm not just talking about the same thing over again, okay, because that is very common too. Like, guys walk up, it's like, hey, I'm Julian. And she's like, oh, hey. And they're like, but I'm Julian. Hey, how are you doing? And they just keep on the same tonality, the same fucking topic. It's just boring. You're just giving her the same shitty sample she just couldn't pick up on. So what do? Shift around different topics, shift around different emotions, you know, do a little push-pull, like, wait, why do you hate me? Nice to meet you. Set the rhythm again, lead, command. No, I just want to say hi, Look, I have to go anyway, but it was very nice to meet you. I'm Julian. I just want to say hi. Are you from LA? Challenge her a little bit, you know, bounce around. And by giving her that bigger sample, again, even the dumbest, retarded girl of them all will be like, you know what? This guy is sex-worthy. Okay, so you basically take on the frame of like, you know what? No way out. I'm just gonna talk and talk and talk. Okay, I'm gonna do and do and do. I'm not waiting for the girl's reaction. Okay, like most guys will be like, hey, you know, waiting for the girl to, you know, basically be at the cause, not the effect. It's like you just doing your shit. You're on your path and purpose. Like, this is me, this is me, this is me. Just like, okay, like your personality. And you just assume like, you know what? Given enough time and given a bigger sample, she will come to realize that I'm that guy. And really make sure you're doing it for you, okay? Not like, you know what, if I just stop talking, she'll leave. Like you still assume, again, that you're sex worthy. It's just more of like just expression, just you talking for the sake of talking. Remember, your actions make you feel good. Your actions pump you up, not her reactions. And it's not coming from a scarce mindset, just like trying to prove yourself or trying to sell yourself. Now for the sexual hook points, sometimes you'll just reach it off the bat, you know, just by saying hello, the girl will be like, anime eyes, trying for a personality, I'm getting attracted to this guy. Other times, you know, just let time do the work for you. Okay, like the more you just talk to the girl, you get her to react to you, you express your personality, just by the mere fact that you're a man and she's a woman, she's gonna naturally just start getting attracted and you will just naturally cross that point. But other times, you know, you might wanna just trigger it a little bit more proactively. Okay, so what are some of the ways you can do this? The easiest way is to tingle with her emotions. Okay, basically say or do something that either challenges her or that creates some sort of intrigue. Okay, an example of this could be going up to a girl, introducing yourself, like, you know what? Hey, I'm Julian. Nice to meet you. And she's like, oh, hey, I'm Stacy. Okay, like again, kind of blasé, like you reach the social hook point. She's giving you a little bit of her time. She's acknowledging you, you know, she's actually talking back, not necessarily leading towards sex, but good enough for an interaction. And the way you reach the sexual hook point is saying something along the lines of, are you from LA? Are you from Los Angeles? She's like, yeah. Interesting. Now what's she gonna do there? She'd be like, wait. Why is that interesting? You're like, oh, never mind, it's not important. No. Tell me. Why is that interesting? What does that say about me? Okay, that's gonna be a reaction. What? Okay, anime eyes, Bambi eyes, trying for a personality, and there's gonna be a little shift in the interaction and you reach the sexual hook points. Okay, creating that challenging type frame, creating that intrigue. Okay, the mindset that I come from is like, you know what you gonna do? Okay, doing something a little bit provocative, like, yep, I said that, what you gonna do? Okay, you don't want to go with like the fluff. Okay, and this is the mistake a lot of guys make, and you've probably seen this before, where people just want to like make it all go very smoothly and make it just go very well, innocent, and going with the flow of things. Whatever the girl says, they just agree with it. It's like, oh, you're right, I love that too, you know, like, yeah, oh, you like that? That's my favorite color too. Oh, you know, I don't really agree with that, but I can see your point and I respect that, you know, like going with the grain. Fuck that, okay? You want to go against that every once in a while. If she's like, you know what? I like the color blue. You're like, really? I hate the color blue. What? Why do you hate the color blue? Boom, now you reached it. It's a little bit more challenging, okay? This is like flirting 101. You want to fuck with the girl a little bit. It's kind of like you and her just fucking around. Now again, it's not aggressive, it's not mean. It's like playfully doing those little pushes to each other. Okay, that is the baseline of flirting. That is what hits her on the emotional level and that separates the social hook point from the sexual hook points. And you can really challenge her on anything, okay? Some classic lines would be like, you know what? You and I would not get along. She's like, well, why? We're too similar, we would not get along. No, we totally would get along. It just doesn't even make any sense. Like, we would not get along. Or like, you know what? I can't talk to you. Why? Okay, and you can do that off anything. You can literally just go up, hey, what's up? I'm Julian. Are you from LA? She's like, yeah, I can't talk to you right now. I can't talk to you. Why? Okay, like just dumb things like that. You can challenge her on the fact that she's too nice. Like, you know what? You're too nice. You're too nice. You're too tall. You're too short. You're too beautiful. You know what? You're too stuck up. Can't deal with this shit. I can't deal. No, I'm not stuck up. Okay, anything that's just like playfully challenging. It's like poke, what you're gonna do. And your expression is kind of like laser eye contact. Okay, like again, you still have the steady eye contact, and there's like a little smirk, you know, like a twinkle of a smile, like, yep, I just said we wouldn't get along. What you gonna do? Okay, it's not mean. It's not like, we wouldn't get along. Fuck you, bitch. Blech. It's like, we wouldn't get along. What you gonna do? And then you reach the sexual hook point.
26 is a good age. Like, you're good.
Not for a girl. I had to say it, I'm sorry.
What does that mean?
It means as a guy, the older you get.
Actually, you just brought me in with that comment.
Are your parents divorced?
Yeah. Why did you ask that?
Curiosity. You can go now, you can go. I was just
Why
curious.
the fuck did you ask me that?
Why not? What's wrong with it?
What does it mean?
Nothing, not everything has to mean something.
I totally want to have sex with you right now.
Another way is teaching her something of interest. Okay, like saying like some funny comment, just going up and just being really into what you're saying. Okay, remember, girls are bored out of their minds, and a lot of people, when they go up, they're just like asking for something in return. If you just roll up, and again, linking it back to plowing, you just start talking about something you're just really passionate about. You know, like, you know what, I did this fucking awesome thing, and this happened, and this happened, and this happened. She's gonna be like, wait, what? She'll just be like drawn into it there. Okay, now how do you make something interesting? By being interested in it. Okay, there is no like interesting topics. You don't have to adapt to the girl. You don't have to like, again, calibrate before the fact. Like, you know what, girls probably like, you know, discussions about makeup. And I'm gonna go up and talk about makeup. Okay, fuck that. You can talk about whatever guy topic you want to talk about. You can talk about like UFC fighting, you can talk about race cars, it's like whatever the fuck you want to say, but just be into it. Okay, you can even talk about the most boring thing in the world. Like, I've been up to girls and be like, you know what, look at the fucking floor. Like, you see this? Oh my fucking God. She's gonna be like, what? Okay, she'll be like sucked into that passion, okay, sucked into that excitement. And if you're emotionally investing in the topic yourself, by the law of state transference, okay, whatever you feel she feels, she's gonna start emotionally investing in it as well. Okay, so just go up and just like, again, put yourself out there, fully commit to it, and start becoming passionate about it. Okay, teach her something of interest, or again, some funny little comment, something that makes you laugh. Okay, because even like laughter itself triggers the emotional side. It's not blasé, it's not indifference. She's actually feeling something.
So he looks at me, and then at one point I go to the bathroom, and at this exact moment I go to the bathroom, he walks in the bathroom like right next to me like that, but he doesn't say a word because I guess he works there, so he's waiting for me to make a move, and then I did, and things happened, and things went down, and it was sweaty, and that's when I started wearing pink.
I don't know. Oh my God, you are a brilliant storyteller. Brilliant.
And one last thing that I just really want to, you know, hammer in is the old 90-10 rule. Okay, this goes hand in hand with plowing, where basically until you reach the hook point, you want to be doing 90% of, you know, the talking. You basically want to be like at the cause 90% of the time, and the girl is doing the 10%. Don't just go up and be like challenge and wait for her to give you like the massive story, you know, like the, oh, you know, I'm from Los Angeles and this is this. Don't ask anything of her, okay? The easier she can just respond to whatever you're saying, like yes, no, I don't know, the better, okay? We call this like offering value versus taking value, okay? Like you don't need her, you're just doing your own thing. You're self-amused, your actions pump you up, you're going up. Oh, are you from LA? She's like, yeah. Oh, interesting, like you don't care about the long response. That's not what you're fishing for, okay? You just want to do like poke, 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 passionate, committed, and you will hook pretty much every single girl that you talk to.